morning or it's good afternoon. Happy Sunday, wherever you are. Thank you all for joining. We're very excited to be hosting our guest, and we are having the second episode of the Skilled Agile Framework. So, like I stated last week, the purpose or what inspired us to start this Skilled Agile Framework series is because of a lot of open questions that have really been popping lately from our public audience, from Being Agile family. I mean, it's a whole lot going on, and it seems like there have been a lot of ambiguity out there regarding this topic. So we decided to, as part of our community service, to share what we know so far based on our experience, so that just by exchanging this information, we can also learn from you as well as you learning from us. So that is really what we are doing, and we are very glad to be here today. And thank you. Join, please go ahead and share. All right. Without further ado, as you all can see, we have a guest. I'm so excited to be hosting Aisha Jallo this morning. So Aisha is a very passionate Agile coach. For those who may not know Aisha, Aisha is part of our family, our Agile family, by the way. And Aisha decided to be part of this initiative. This is just her own way of giving back to the community. And I'm just gonna, pass the mic to Aisha to properly introduce herself to us. So Aisha.
Thank you, Coach. I'm very happy to be here today. It's really very nice to have this platform where you continuously share your passion, and I'm very appreciative for this opportunity. My name is Aisha Jallo. I currently work as an Agile Coach. Prior to that, I was a Scrum Master. I'm very passionate about Agile, and I've been mostly working in an environment about company that's transitioning from waterfall to Agile, because I feel like that's the most challenging, and I like to go for challenges. So have always been my passion. And thank you, Coach, for here. I'm happy to be here today.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Aisha, for that brief and straight to the point introduction. We're very glad. This is really going to be a conversation. So, for our audience, please, you all know how I like it. As we go through this conversation, whatever we are sharing here is not set on stone. So, please leverage the comment section and share your thoughts on our conversation. Drop your points too, and we will be considering taking your points into consideration. And it's just really going to be a free conversation. This is the safest place, like I always say, that you can fail, learn, unlearn, relearn, and no one is judging you, because that's really what we do here. All right. Aisha, I'm just really curious, and I'm sure our audience are curious too, to know how did you get into the Agile space?
Oh, thank you for that question. Actually, my company that I was working for, I was working as a project manager, and the company decided to transition into waterfall. And like there's always like this consultancy they will bring to the company. They have like a 6 month training. They have Scrum Masters and train. I was one of those that was given the opportunity to be a Scrum Master. And I went through those session, and I felt like there was a lot of gap. I felt like there was still a lot that I don't know. And I'm given this new role. I don't know how to maneuver it. So I was like, okay, let me see what's out there, because I only knew what I knew then. And I came on YouTube, and I saw your YouTube on being Agile Consulting, and you are like saying like, if you are a new Scrum Master or you are aspiring Scrum Master and you want to further learn about mentor and coach, please contact me. And I remember then right away, I took my phone and I called you. I was like, "Are you carrying Fomafung?" You're like, "Yes." I was like, "Are you true, the real carrying Fomafung?" You're like, "Yes, it is." I was like, "Okay, I have this new role. I feel like I don't know nothing. There's a lot of challenges I'm faced, and I need a mentor, and I don't feel like I can move any forward other than me having a platform." And then you were like, "Oh yeah, sure. We have Being Agile Consulting. It's a very good platform. You can learn, and you have this tribe, and you can basically go from there." And I remember joining the program, and I was one of those that was so inquisitive. I just wanted to know. I will ask questions, and sometimes I would even take up time asking questions. Coach, okay, Aisha, okay, that's enough. let's give other people time to ask questions. So I was very appreciative, and that changed my life forever. So I would have not imagined being this far, going from a Scrum Master and now being an Agile Coach if I was not part of that tribe, because the platform was set up. And to be honest, I'm still very appreciative. And till now, you still remain my mentor, and I'm very happy about that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aisha, for sharing that. I
Mm,
mean, I've always said you are a true definition of inspiration. And you know that so many people from our Being Agile
mm,
family have taken advantage of your generosity, and the knowledge and just the information you share, always willing to help other young Scrum Masters, bring them up to speed with the expectation to be successful on the ground. And we are really, really appreciative of that. And we are glad that you're here today, still doing the same thing you love to do.
yeah, thank you.
So, yeah. So, now our theme for today is PI planning, which is just a part of the Scaled Agile framework. So, I'm just curious to hear from you. How would you define the PI planning?
I remember the first time I worked in a safe environment and I was told about PI planning. I was like, what is PI planning? Okay, what is another? Is there more meeting? What kind of series of meetings again is this? They were like, okay, no, PI planning, which is basically program increments. It's like a place, event where everyone in this agile release trained team will connect and discuss the next company about the vision, the future, and discuss the roadmap about the next initiative goal that the company plans to release. I was like, okay, this sounds like a lot. So there's all of these meetings, and what is the purpose of it? And basically, it's like a meeting that you go in and you map out all of these goals about the next increments your art, your agile release art we plan to release. So like, okay, this sound interesting. And I attended the first PI planning. Oh boy, I wish I knew what I knew now. And then it's like I was like put in a meeting, and we thought, because we were new to it. We were new to the safe then, because in the beginning they were dealing for one scrum team. The team was successful, and the company decided to adopt safe. And I was one of those team that was part of those initial experiments. And oh boy, I would say we failed, but to be honest, as we kept going, and we really grew, and it got better.
Amazing, amazing. So there is one thing you said, which to me I think is the most important. Aisha said when she, joined this organization and then she heard about PI planning, she was curious, the curious Aisha. And she really wanted to understand what this meeting is all about. And they said, oh, it's a high level planning meeting where they come together to align on the scope of their next objective. And Aisha was more interested on the purpose for it. So that again, this brings us to the 10th principle of agile simplicity: maximizing the amount of work not done, not just going for meetings just because we want to look busy.
Yeah.
Pretend busy is not what we do. So Aisha was really curious on the purpose of the meeting, and she asked for clarification. You see, so as agile practitioners, especially upcoming agile practitioners, I really urge you, to always come from that place of, okay, what's the purpose? Why are we doing this? What value would this good to go? The
Yeah.
certification doesn't really matter as long as I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, all right. So we are wrapping up right now, and I have learned a lot from these. I think it's been 56 minutes so far, and I'm so thankful. Aisha, I really appreciate you coming here today and sharing your experience with our audience. So thank you again so much. And I mean, again, if you're looking to reach out to us, please feel free, visit our website and check again. You can feel it, check on the description box on this post. You should get enough information on how to reach out to us. Aisha already said if you're looking to reach out to her directly, go to her Instagram account or her LinkedIn account, or feel free to reach to us and say you want to talk to Aisha. I mean, reach to Being Agile, because I can call Aisha anytime and definitely reach out to her. And I'll be glad to connect you both. So again, thank you all so much.
Yeah,
And
thank
for
you.
our Muslim viewers, I forgot to say happy
Eid,
Salah,
right?
right? Happy Salah to all our Muslim viewers. And thank you all so much for being part of this, our little village. We
Yes.
appreciate you all and have an amazing rest of your Sunday.
And
Bye.
thank you so much. Thank you for having me. I truly have.
You're very welcome.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Thanks,
Yes. Bye
everyone. Have
bye.
a good one.